Thanks again for joining us here on another edition of Pigskin Preview from Wings to Go. I'm Dave Ruthenberg, sports editor from the Enid News Eagle. And as he does every week, our own gridiron guru is joining us, Brian Hacker from Wings to Go.
Hey, how you doing today, Dave?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Yeah, we had another exciting week. I can't believe we're already into the fifth week of the high school football season, and we got Enid hosting Owasso this week after a nice win, 40-14 over Ponca City.
Yeah, they go to Ponca City. They take care of business exactly like they were supposed to. Started out a little slow, but they finished well. The second string got a chance to play and really got a chance to now focus on district and your tough matchup. You've got Owasso and Union in district that have winning records, and you've got Owasso coming to your house this week. I've done a lot of research on Owasso. They have Kason Key, their quarterback. He's throwing for 185 yards a game. He's throwing those passes, the majority, to Lindsay. Lindsay's scoring 3 touchdowns against Bartlesville. He scored a touchdown against Jinx. The only touchdown was a pass from Key. And you've also got Prelo at running back, who's averaging 130 yards a game.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to see a little bit of everything from Owasso. And what we've seen, though, is Enid's had the ability to shut down some passing games. So if they can shut that down and turn them into a one-dimensional attack, I think they're going to be well on their way. But I think this is going to be a tough battle for Enid. There's no doubt about it.
This is going to be a slobber knocker. People are going to come in and go out and support Enid this week.
Okay, the next game we're going to take a look at this week, Brian, is going to be the battle at Pioneer as they welcome in a very tough O'Keene squad.
O'Keene 4-0, number 7 in coach's aid. Pioneers are the tough stretch of schedule right now. They had OBA, they had Cashin, now they've got O'Keene. O'Keene's not as strong as they have been, but they're still 4-0 and ranked number 7.
Yeah, the Whippets are still racking up the points. I see in 4 games they've scored 160 points, so they can score, and they've only given up 27 points, so it's going to be a tough match. Now, last week Pioneer took on Cashin. Now that's a strong team, and they really didn't, 65-35 looks bad, but I don't think they embarrassed themselves at all in that game.
No, they're holding well against the upper echelon of their class, and I think the Pioneer, it's a growing season, but I think they're doing a good job. I mean, with OBA, they held them well. Cashin, O'Keene's going to come in. They're going to have a great chance.
They are, and like you mentioned, they played some tough competition, so it's going to be another test. They play the Whippets tough. We're going to see, I think, Pioneer continue to improve all season.
I agree. Good luck, Pioneer. Let's go out and get them this week.
All right, the next school we're going to take a look at here in our preview is OBA is traveling to Beaver. OBA coming off a nice 51-20 victory over Moreland. Beaver's an undefeated squad. Another tough matchup. OBA has a Beaver 4-0. They beat Turpin, who is a good team. Right. Who's 3-1. They haven't had much other competition other than that. But Beaver's going to be a good competition because you've got to go a long ways on the road for OBA. Right. And it's funny how those bus rides turn into interesting football games. Yeah, they do. And yeah, you're right. OBA has got some serious road trips for them this year, and that's just another one of them. I think we've seen a lot out of OBA. They're still ranked number 2 in both the AP and Coach's Aid rankings. I think they're number 1 myself. I guess if they come with a nice big win here on the road, it'd be hard to deny them that number 1 ranking. It'll be hard to deny them the number 1 ranking, but at the same time, you have to beat number 1 to be number 1. That's right. Unfortunately, they're not going to meet number 1 till the playoffs. That's right. I would expect them both to meet in the playoffs. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, next up on our look across the area for high school football are the Chisholm Longhorns, a team that is still looking for its first win of the season and got shut out last week against Oklahoma Christian 48-0. The JV is good, and the JV is really a lot of the varsity guys. They're a young team, so they're getting to play both. And the JV team is holding up well against other JV teams that they're playing in the area. So I think Chisholm, you've got a great future. Got to get through this season. The future looks bright for the Longhorns, and it just kind of gets through this tough stretch, and I think they're going to wind up okay a little later in the season even.